Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's Uncle Oski here. How you doing? Let's go for a walk. So the other day, my brother hit me up. He's like, "Hey, it's my birthday. Me and the wife and my niece. Well, he didn't say niece, obviously, because it's his daughter. But he was telling me, hey, we're gonna go away. We're gonna go up to the mountains, and we're just gonna chill out for a couple days. Do you want to come with?" And I was like, hell yeah, I want to go. I try to go up to the mountains over in New Hampshire. Shout out White Mountains, love you, will always love you. um, so we went up and we just spent a couple days in an Airbnb, just chilling around. And you know, I had this moment. I had this moment where we went to one of the rivers there that ends in a waterfall, and we went up before the waterfall uh, to where the river just kind of flows, right? And it's pretty shallow in that area, so a lot of people go there to swim or just to sit down. Not all of it is submerged, so you can sit on the rocks. So we were sitting on the rocks, just hanging out, talking, enjoying the water, the freezing cold water. So you know, me, my brother, my sister-in-law, and my niece, we're sitting there with our feet in the water. It's hot as hell, so you know, we were trying not to overheat. So we're sitting there. We have our feet in the water. I look up at the clouds. It's partly cloudy out, so not overly sunny, but I had a moment where I looked up. I looked at the beautiful sky. I look to my left. I see the river flowing towards me with this beautiful sound. I love the sound of rushing water. I turn to my right and I just see this giant mountain with clouds hanging over it. And as I look down, I see my brother and my sister-in-law playing with my niece. And my niece is my niece is splashing her little hands into the water, and she's smiling, she's laughing. And I just soaked that image in for a second. I leaned back, and all I did was I breathed out. And I feel like in that breath, I truly just felt unplugged. Like I was just so there in that one moment. Like it was just a moment, but it was this moment that I just needed so badly. You know, my life isn't unique. A lot of the experiences that I talk about in these videos, like they're not unique to me. Everyone has their own unique situations, but a lot of us kind of go through the same things. And you know, life goes 100 miles a minute. It's hard. It's difficult. There's always some bullshit popping up. There's always something going wrong at work. There's always money issues, family members having issues, trying to deal with your own crap while trying to deal with everything else that's happening around you. And it's so hard to find moments like that where I was able to like just fully unplug from everything that's going on around me. Like the hamster wheel stopped for a moment. The 24-hour news cycle didn't matter. What's next for work didn't matter. What X problem am I dealing with right now didn't matter. All that mattered to me at that moment in time was the literal moment. The feeling of the water as it rushed past my feet. The smell of the clean mountain air, the sights of the mountain with the clouds hanging over it, and most importantly, the sight of my niece having the time of her life. It just put into perspective a couple things for me, right? Like life gets bad and life gets very, very difficult for a lot of us. But it truly just humbled me in that moment of like, well, that's not so bad. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm dealing with a lot of real world bullshit. A lot of stuff that, like, I really don't know how I'm going to deal with, but, it could be worse. It could be much, much worse. And despite all the problems I'm having, I'm still afforded these wonderful moments where I can just sit back, relax in nature, and just watch as my niece enjoys her life with her parents. And that's fucking beautiful. And I got to be a part of it. I got to sit there and witness that, man. Like, it's... We're rarely afforded moments to really just soak it all in because of the way our world operates. And I finally was able to find one of those. And I feel like people in general just need that. I feel like a lot of older people kind of have that. Like, I used to, side tangent here, right? So I used to think my parents were fucking weird, right? Because whenever I used to come downstairs and I would just see my parents outside, just sitting in their lawn chairs, just sitting there. They're not even talking. They're just sitting there. I'd be like, what you guys doing? And they'd just be like, oh, we're just sitting here. And in my young head, I was just like, fucking losers. Like, the hell are you doing? You're just sitting here not doing diddly squat? What the hell are you guys even doing out here? But now I can appreciate all those moments that I used to see them outside, because they rarely get to have that. Like, if I rarely get to have a moment alone, I can't even imagine two working adults who work more than 40 hours a week with 2 children and a mortgage to really have time to sit there and just unplug from it all. Like, I can't even imagine what those moments must have meant to them. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if I'm articulating this well, but, like, everyone walks around with the weight of the world on them. And there's rarely ever times where we get alleviation from that. So those moments that we do get to find those, like, we need to cherish those, man. And I feel like a lot of people need to seek more of those. And I'm guilty of this too. Like, I'm always just doing stuff, and even when I don't have anything to do, I find stuff to do. So, like, these moments that I'm talking about of, like, trying to relax and find some peace, like, I could probably make that time for myself, but, like, I just never think to. Like, this situation just kind of happened because we were on vacation, But listen, man, sometimes just unplug. Whether it's just sitting down, no headphones, and just really just being to yourself and just kind of exhaling, take it all in, and just chill the fuck out. We don't get a lot of those moments, man. Like, carve it out for yourself, and what I've kind of realized is, even if life gets super hard, like, I still do have free time. I just need to use those moments to really unplug. Like, if I'm going out for a walk, I should probably not bring my headphones and just really, like, I feel like I've done the same walk 100 times over because I have my own route, but it always feels different when I don't bring my headphones and I just really take in my surroundings. I don't know. Maybe that could be, maybe that could be like a moment I take of just really unplugging, because we're just bombarded by stimulation all the time, whether it's our phones, TVs, shit, even just the advertisement of, even just going to a store, you're bombarded with signs and, sale items, advertisements, blah, blah, blah. Like, dude, our brains are just not meant to take all this stimulation. Like, really just find time to unplug in, because I'll tell you what, just that little moment of the water brushing my feet, enjoying nature, and watching my niece, like, it feels like it healed my soul. It healed it like thawed out my cold, blackened heart. Like, it really felt like it springboarded me back to life in a way that I haven't felt like in so long. And I feel like we all just need those type of moments again. As you can tell by my rambling here, like, I really didn't have a plan for this video, but, like, I don't know, that moment just meant so much to me. and I feel like I just really wanted to talk about it. So yeah, that's all I really got for today. Next video, I'll hopefully have a more a more planned out spiel here. But until next time, thank you guys for listening to my rambling. Like and subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you on the next one. Thanks.